need to be able to embrace what are the deeper implications of integrating technology into the classroom. How can we use the existing tools that we have to the biggest benefit that we have? And how can we use technology to be able to push that even further, right? So being able to sort of get rid of this mystification or the buzzword of technology is really important to integrate it in a meaningful way.
The media is a means of delivering the message. It's a means of giving students a voice, of being able to deliver and express what's inside of them, to find something that's authentic, that comes from the heart for them, that allows them to be themselves, wholly themselves, no filter, no evaluation, judgment, or criticism. Just straight up, this is me. I mean, this is the incentive behind having wikis and blogs and podcasts and webinars that they find so intriguing, because it gives them a voice. You know, the first time you give a microphone to a child, first time you turn a spotlight on and have them stand on the stage, there is no other experience that can compare to that for a child, where they are bare, raw, out in front on the limb. That experience of the risk that you take of putting your neck, sticking your neck out and being out there, it builds confidence. It's terrifying, but it builds confidence.
But I think another area, because in some cases we don't know what that technology is going to look like. We don't know what is going to happen tomorrow or next week. If I worked for Apple, I'm working on a product and putting out a product every 6 months or so overall. But there has to be something about preparation. And how can we focus on preparation in such a way, and technology perhaps can become a tool as a part of that process that helps prepare our young people for the unknown. So the issue isn't always going to be about, hey, we will give you a product or we will give you a piece of technology that will enhance your situation, but we're going to give you, so to speak, an experiment. We're going to give you an environment. We're going to give you a bit of a sandbox that you can grow and develop and cultivate the skills that you will need to tackle that unknown, whatever it may be and whatever that may actually come.
I think there's many technological advances that can support children's different learning styles. Whether or not it's a learning disability or not, the technology can be used to support that, so that that child has, let's say, a more even playing field with other children. Having said that, as an educator who was not raised with technology, that's a huge learning curve that I have to understand what potential these devices have for me. And teachers are a quirky bunch, you know. We have a way of teaching that worked for us last year and the year before and the year before that. So chances are I'm going to continue to do it that way. So how do we give teachers a safe and secure space for them to be able to play a little bit with these different technologies? Because play is the work of young children, and young children were not born knowing how to use these technological devices. They watched, they observed, and so then they tried out themselves. So we need to offer teachers that time as well, I think.